Have you ever found yourself at the end of a quarter, or maybe even a year, looking back and wondering, what did I actually accomplish? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? That subtle tension that builds up when you realize life is just happening to you. It feels like you're floating down a river, just going with the current. Because turning the boat, or even just picking up a paddle, feels like too much of a risk. What if you paddle in the wrong direction? What if you crash? So you do nothing. Because doing nothing feels safe. But what if I told you that this safety is an illusion, and that drifting is one of the most dangerous things you can do? Today, we are going to explore the hidden cost of inaction and why making a decision, any decision, is better than making none at all. Let's get into the psychology of it. Why does the status quo feel so cozy? Our brains are wired for survival, and survival often means conserving energy and avoiding threats. A big, bold decision represents the unknown. It's a potential threat. What if you quit your job to start a business and it fails? What if you move to a new city and you hate it? The fear of making the wrong choice can be paralyzing. It feels much safer to stick with the devil you know. The familiar comfort of your current routine, even if it's unfulfilling, provides a sense of security. Your brain tells you, hey, we are surviving here. Let's not rock the boat. This is known as status quo bias. We tend to prefer things to stay the same, overvaluing what we have and undervaluing potential gains from change. So, we hesitate. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect sign from the universe. But while we are waiting, life isn't. Now, imagine a building. If you don't actively maintain it, what happens? It doesn't just stay the same. Over time, the paint starts to peel. A small leak in the roof gets bigger. The foundation develops tiny cracks. At first, you barely notice. But years go by, and one day you look up and realize the whole structure is on the verge of collapse. Your life is that building. Indecision is the neglect. It's not a dramatic, sudden explosion. It's a slow, quiet decay. Every time you say, I'll think about it later to a career change, you're letting a small crack form. Every time you avoid a difficult conversation in a relationship, you're ignoring a tiny leak. Opportunities don't wait forever. That job opening gets filled. That person you wanted to ask out moves on. Your skills, once sharp, become outdated. The world keeps moving, and if you're standing still, you're effectively moving backward. The potential you once had, the vibrant future you imagined, starts to fade. It's a slow collapse, happening so gradually you might not even see it until it's almost too late. The cost of inaction isn't just missing out on an opportunity, it's the gradual erosion of your entire life's potential. Let me tell you about someone we'll call Alex. Alex was smart, capable, and well-liked. Fresh out of college, Alex got a decent job in a big company. It wasn't the dream job, but it paid the bills. I'll do this for a year or two, Alex thought. Then I'll figure out what I really want to do. The years passed. Alex got comfortable. Promotions came. The salary increased. It was fine. Relationships came and went, but nothing ever felt quite right enough to commit to. I'm just not ready, Alex would say. I need to focus on my career. But the career wasn't a passion. It was just a thing that happened. Fast forward 20 years. Alex is in a comfortable middle management position, with a nice apartment and a stable life. But there's a quiet ache that never goes away. At parties, Alex hears about old friends who started their own companies, moved abroad, or pursued their artistic passions. They took risks. Some failed, but they all lived. Alex looks in the mirror and sees someone who played it safe. The what ifs are deafening. What if I had taken that startup job? What if I had told that person how I really felt? What if I had just picked a direction, any direction, and paddled with all my might? Alex didn't have a bad life, but the tragedy was that it wasn't a chosen life. It was a life that happened by default, a collection of non-decisions. The regret isn't about making wrong choices. It's about the haunting realization that no real choices were made at all. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we stop drifting and start steering? The answer is both simple and incredibly difficult. You have to decide. I'm not telling you to quit your job and move to another country tomorrow. The antidote to a life of indecision isn't one massive, reckless choice. It's the habit of making conscious decisions, starting small. Decide what you're going to have for dinner tonight instead of scrolling through delivery apps for an hour. Decide to read for 15 minutes instead of defaulting to social media. Decide to go for that walk you've been putting off. Each small decision is like a rep at the gym for your decision muscle. It builds strength and confidence. When you make a choice, you are telling the universe, and more importantly, yourself, I am in control. I am the author of my story. You take ownership. Will you make wrong choices? Absolutely. Everyone does. But a wrong choice is a lesson. It gives you feedback. It moves you forward. Inaction gives you nothing. It's a void. It teaches you nothing and takes you nowhere. Your life is the sum of your choices. So choose. Choose to try. Choose to learn. Choose to act. Pick up the paddle. The river is moving whether you like it or not. The only question is whether you want to be a passive passenger or the captain of your own ship. The power to decide is the power to live. Start today. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments what small decision you're going to make today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional life. See you in the next one.